Well, there's always good news and bad news on these projects, and I guess the same goes for life.
They say an eco-friendly house can't be built in 150 days for $150,000, and I say it can. I'm Alan Smith. Join me as I push the limits with time, budget, and creativity with the Garden Home Challenge, exclusively on ehowhome.
Man, it's cold out here. Well, so the good news is we got the flooring system in, and then it started raining, which is not good news. That's bad news. And then we had the delay today. The reason we're not working, the reason you're not hearing saws and hammers and all of that is because there was some controversy over what size wall it should be, 2x4 or 2x6, and I thought we had it all worked out Wednesday, and apparently we didn't. So it was a little miscommunication, which has cost us a day. So far we've had 16 days of work on the project, and too bad we're not working today. But I want to talk about this flooring system because what's really great about it, it feels like a really solid foundation, and the reason it does is because we got all the floor joists in on the right centers, and so we started with a really solid foundation. And then these 4x8 boards, which are made of particle, pressed particle, have been pinned down with nails all across the entire footprint of the house. Now, Tony, Big Tony and Little Tony, the two of those guys put this down in a flash in one day. One of the reasons this feels so solid and firm is that these big 4x8 sheets are tongue and groove, so they fit together by a little 1/4 inch tongue that slips into the groove. You'll see it right along the edge. And then they've nailed these down to the floor joist at every 6 inches. So it's really tight. What I like about this system, this flooring system, is that these 4x8 sheets are made out of particle board. They're made out of pieces of lumber that are glued together and pressed. So it's almost laminated. And it's got a certain waterproofing to it. So that's why I'm not too concerned about it having rained on it. It won't buckle like conventional plywood would have if we put that down. And the other thing is that this product is a Sustainable Forest Initiative certified product, meaning that the wood that was used to create these sheets actually came from forests that were managed in a certain way. They followed a certain criteria in terms of how the forest is harvested, how the habitat for the animals and flora are managed, the water runoff, a lot of factors. So this really plays into our whole green initiative and the thrust that we have here to make this house as sustainable as possible. It's just important to know where this stuff comes from and how it's harvested and just how it's handled. You know, what's interesting about this particular product, if you look closely, you can see that there's really no waste that goes into the making of this. If you're enjoying following our progress here, tell a friend and make sure you subscribe to ehowhome.